What's up, y'all? Sniper Sports. We're back live from the 808 where we shoot you straight. It's Joey with me as always. My man Steven.
What's going on?
It's a wrap. That's what's going on.
Yep.
It is a wrap. The NBA season is over, ladies and gentlemen. The Boston Celtics are champions. They got rid of the Dallas Mavericks in 5 games. And, we're going to just talk about this series a little bit. What this means for Boston fans. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, finals MVP. After many times in the finals, Steven, looks like they finally got over the hump.
Mm-hmm.
And they're this year's, 2023-24 NBA champions.
Definitely. Congratulations to them and all the Boston fans. And
congratulations to Al Horford, man. He's been at this for a minute and he got a chip, so I'm happy for that.
I'm very happy for him. He's been in the league for a while, and I'm just really happy for all these other guys who've been there.
Right.
Like a Tatum and a Brown. They're I think he's a general manager, their old coach.
Brad Stevens.
The other person I think that kind of deserved it should have been there, but is Marcus Smart.
Smart.
Been there for a while, but
send him a T-shirt.
Exactly, but great to Boston. They, give it up to Brad Stevens and the whole organization. After that whole debacle that was 2 years ago, after they went to the finals against Golden State, to rebuilding. Going through last year and now this year making it back to the finals and then finally winning it.
Right. Battle tested. Yeah.
Definitely. I just think it's just great. Look at a lot of these guys. Even Porzingis came there, and their whole effort was to win a championship. I think they definitely outplayed Dallas this whole series. Everyone contributed, from Porzingis in Game 1.
Yeah.
Derek White, I think he was just so on it the whole game. He knew what his job was.
I agree.
Just with everybody, there was no egos in this. There was no.
Yes.
I'm better than this person, or
I need my numbers. I need my shots. I need my highlight. Right, Steven?
Exactly.
They just wanted to get that chip.
All about winning, and I think that's just the beautiful thing about this series and about this championship. But kudos to Dallas too. I think a lot of people didn't give them credit, or think that they would be in this spot starting the year off. I know I wasn't really convinced about.
I didn't see them going all the way. That's for sure.
Yeah, with Kyrie and Luka, but here they were. They went into the finals. They got over the hump of the Western Conference Finals. So good for them. I think it's going to be a great learning experience for them and for Kid, and seeing what they can do and seeing the pieces they can make as well. I think Mark Cuban is definitely going to do some things to, make the adjustments to get this team back to another finals. And, it's a pretty young team. And
they do. I'm huge upside for Dallas Mavs.
Yeah.
Dallas Mavs fan first before I congratulate Boston. Don't hold your head. Young team, good organization. You're going in the right direction. You got some nice, good young role players. Kyrie and Luka look like they work. So things are going in the right direction there. And I like J. Kidd as the coach. That's no secret. I want to give a shout out to Joe Mazzulla, Steven. Okay. He made history tonight, man. The youngest NBA coach to win a title at 35 years old. I mean, this guy was the coach of, I wrote it down because I never heard of it. Where is it here? Fairfield State Fighting Falcons, a Division II school out of West Virginia. That's where he was 10 years ago. Now he's the youngest NBA coach to win a title. So kudos to him. And look, I don't want to overdo it. I know he has a hell of a team, a well-rounded team, as Steven mentioned. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have been playing their whole careers together. Combined, they have a total of 107 playoff games. Al Horford, I think this is his 16th season. You brought in key pieces such as Drew Holiday, who won a chip with Milwaukee just a few years back, and Kristaps Porzingis, who's often injured, but when he plays, he looks good. And he had a very good finals. So I just want to give Boston their credit. Me and Steven are huge Laker fans, but that doesn't mean I can't, just give a fair assessment of what I saw. It was a good finals. But I want to talk about Dallas a little bit and how they fell short. First of all, I don't think they should hold their head. But I have to be quite honest. If moving forward, if you want to be a champion, I got to give a little bit criticism to their star and Luka Doncic. Now, look, I know Luka had a wonderful series offensively. He put up big numbers, averaging close to 30 points. Always flirting with kind of like a triple-double, getting his rebounds and assists. But he was kind of a liability defensively here and there. a lot of complaining to the refs. But I did see a lot of growth the last few games for Luka, so I think he'll get it together. He's only 25 years old, and I think within the next 3 years we're going to see him holding the trophy up. I really do. I'm not just saying that. But I will say this. I think Luka Doncic needs to get in top shape. Top shape. You can visibly look at him, Steven, and see that this guy is not in top shape. And as much as he contributes offensively, it's going to take everything you have, man, to win that championship. Look, all the greats did it. Jordan used to lift weights after the game. We already know about Kobe coming in the gym at 4:30 in the morning. And LeBron's probably the best one out of all of them as far as physically keeping your body ready to push your body to the limit. You could say injuries, but I would argue that his lack of conditioning and physical stature, that's when you get hurt more, man, when you're pushing your body to the max and you're not in top shape. But I think he's going to learn and fix that this offseason, and Dallas will come back and be strong and be worthy. I'm still surprised they went all the way. I really thought Denver was the best team out of the West, but for whatever reason, they just couldn't make it to the end.
Yeah. That's one part I don't agree with you, Joey. I don't think that he was not in, I don't think he needed to be in tip-top shape.
Okay.
That's just my take on it. I think he was dealing with a lot of injuries. I think he just fell short. I've seen a lot of guys on Dallas gassing for they didn't seem like they're in top shape. But I think that we'll get into that a little later on, especially in the next coming year. But
we can agree to disagree. I just think, man, that if you're going to be at the top of your profession in anything, let alone basketball, whatever it is, you have to give it your all. I mean, something that even that's not as physical like golf. You saw how Tiger used to lift weights and get in shape, and what happened? All the guys after him, Roy McIlroy, all those guys started lifting and getting in shape. Mm-hmm. And it just what it does for you mentally as well. I'm just saying, if you're in top shape, you're not as tired, you're moving your feet a little quicker, you're not fouling out in the game, you're not gassing out. And look, I know a lot's on Luka. He's bringing the ball up and down the court all the time, but I got to stand firm on that, man. If you're going to want to be a champion, it's going to take more. And I think he will learn that. I think him and Kyrie are a good fit. They got something there. And just don't hang your head, run it back. But I did want to not make light of that. It's going to take a little more, Luka, you know what I mean? Save the beer for the offseason.
I mean, he won a championship. He's going to the championship. He can't celebrate, though? I mean, come
on. No,
on.
but remember after he won the Western Conference Finals, he was seen drinking the beer.
Like he can't enjoy
it's
himself?
Not over.
He can't enjoy himself, though?
I wouldn't beat him up so much if he was in top shape, Steven, but I got to be honest. Brother is not in top shape.
Wow.
I'm sorry, man. At the local gym I go to over here, I see some guys in better shape.
It's a long season for the brother. You know what I'm saying? He played 70 games this year.
I hear you, man. I'm not trying to be,
He came in shape in the beginning of the season.
I'm not trying to be a hardtail, but I'm just saying, man.
It's a long season, man.
It's going to take all you got to win a chip, my brother.
I get it.
Even the great Michael Jordan was working extra. Kobe Bryant. Okay. You tell us what you think, guys. I don't know.
Saying, Wade wasn't in the weight room that much. I'm just saying.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll see, man. Well, it was a good finals. They got it done in 5 games. A little upset, man. Boston's got 18, one more than the Lakers, I believe. But
just like that, it's sometimes some youth in there.
Right.
It's not like the normal stars. I think it's kind of good to see the youth coming up in this.
I won't say all Luka either. Kyrie, not for a lack of effort, but more a lack of execution. For some reason, he just doesn't play too well in Boston. He was jacking up a lot of shots, but they just weren't dropping for him. At times, I did see greatness out of him, high-level basketball. But if we're being honest, a 12-year veteran like Kyrie, a former champion, I think even he would agree he didn't have his best finals. But those guys grinded, they gave their effort, and hey, we'll see what happens. But right now, Boston's the man, and nobody's going to take it. They're going to be champs until this time next year.
Exactly.